What is up, YouTube? Johnny B here again today. This week we're going to be working on Tony's Sentra SER. Last week we found out that it had a fuel issue and we couldn't get the pump to turn on. And today I went ahead and opened it up, saw the fuel pump was seized and the tank was dirty. So I went to go check it on the other car. Oh, there it is.
Not only seized.
Seized and all rusty, and then the actual filter was disintegrated.
It was just crazy, man.
Yeah, so it's pretty bad. And I was like, maybe we could just switch over the pump. But upon further inspection, the tank is really dirty because the car's been sitting for like 3-4 years. And it looks like it's leaking from the seal around the tank. So I think the tank might be bad as well. So we're just gonna have to remove the tank off of that one, remove it off of the red one that's outside, and then swap it over and hopefully solve the fueling issues with that. And I think even if we were to reuse that tank, we would probably have issues later on. So might as well just swap it over for a different tank. So now, let's get that tank out.
You show where.
Oh yeah, Tony put some fuel in it, and it's all wet all around the tank. Because this is a metal tank, and they like put them together, like a top half and a bottom half. And I think that the seal, oh, you can see right there, it's all wet.
That's where it was leaking from.
I think that the seal is damaged, so.
Sorry guys, that's why we haven't been able to get it started. We've been looking forward to it. I'm like, okay, it just needs fuel. She's ready, but it won't do nothing. And then I put fuel in it, and then this is what happened.
Yeah, and over the weekend, the garage smelled like old gasoline everywhere. So I was like, I wonder what happened. We were trying to figure it out. Tony had cleaned the floor from a little bit that spilled, but in the end, looks like the tank is the problem. That's why I couldn't find where the smell was coming from.
That'll do it.
I'm gonna take off the filler nut. I did hear it like leak when you poured gas in, right?
The other day?
Remember when you poured gas in and it leaked on the floor? Was it because it leaked from over here?
It was just leaking from when I was pouring it from
the tank.
Okay. From the tank. So I was like from the...
I was like, maybe it went in and it started leaking instantly.
Yeah. The good thing is that I had just done the filler hose on mine, so like at least all that's new. So and it's just gonna swap everything over to here. So
yeah, just swap everything over, so there's no problems.
Tell her I love her.
Tony's over here struggling, taking off his fuel tank.
On the old one?
On the red one.
Oh, I need one more. Dang it.
Can you reach?
Alright, last brake line.
We got the car on after installing the tank. Messed around with some fuel lines. And now the car's on. How you feeling, Tony?
Oh man, exciting. Finally.
The wheels are rolling.
Nothing neutral. No VVL plugged in.
Does the transmission have gear oil yet?
No, yeah, no gear oil.
We gotta do that. That sounds good. Does this have oil?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine. It's running. It's running good, yeah. We gotta do the throttle cable. Doesn't have one yet, but we did buy a brand new one. So today we're gonna be working on Tony's car a lot more because we wanna get everything put together. Doing the headlights right now. I'm gonna show you guys the taillights. So here are the taillights. We got them all working. The ones that were on the car were not, you put them in the other car, they were smoked. And these, they were smoked as in like when they kind of like paint them black. And then he's got like LED bulbs in these, so put his plate on there and everything. So now all the rear's working. Bolted up the rear bumper as well. We had to get all the hardware from his other car, but I got the whole back end done. And now what I'm gonna try to do is get all the front end put on. We took these off of that parts car that was in the junkyard. So I'm gonna try to put them on and get everything all set up so that the front's looking good. We have a JDM bumper for it, but Tony says he needs to get a 200 SX front crash bar, which will bolt to the bumper and then it'll bolt to this car. But in the meantime, he's gonna try to get his VVL set up because these are the connectors for that. And he runs like MSD RPM timers to activate those. So he's gonna work on the interior and all that stuff while I get the front end put together. Headlights are a bit dirty, so we're gonna go ahead and polish these out, make them look like new. And there we are, got the headlights all polished up. Now they're not all yellow and hazy. actually look pretty good. There we go. Got the headlights, the side markers, and the grill installed. This one still looks blue.
That's weird.
It was a gray car, wasn't it?
It was like a bluish, original, like a bluish gray.
Because the rest of it is like missing it. But I guess if you paint the car, you would paint this part around the grill to color match it.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, looks good. You probably add a little bit of flat black there in the meantime.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you like that little hint of blue.
No, look at this side. This one looks blue. I mean, this one's black.
This is black, right?
That doesn't make sense.
It came off the same car too. But yeah, now the front end looks like a front end.
Yeah, all I'm gonna need is a bumper.
Looks good. I just gotta do the wiring for all these cables because the previous owner of the car cut them. So I gotta wire that up and then put some new bulbs in that Tony got there.
Yeah.
I got the headlights all wired up and they are working. High beams and everything. There was a wire cut on the inside of the car that didn't let the low beams turn on, so Tony got that fixed while he was in there. But yeah, awesome. I don't know why people just decide to cut factory harnesses randomly. Like, just leave them alone.
Again, these came with glass ones, and those are different LED, different bolts.
Different connectors.
Yeah, so
And then sometimes people can't find like the proper headlights, so they'll go with the Sudu ones from Mexico, and those have like different bulbs, I'm guessing.
It's the same as this.
Same as this? Oh, okay. So it just
That's
depends.
We just, if I plan to change it, I can just swap those in there.
Oh, okay.
It should be same harness and everything.
Nice. So then this harness is gonna work perfect. But yeah, we got all the lights working, which is great. I'm excited about that. I'm just gonna finish. You can see how I wrapped it. I wrapped it there after connected them. I connected them with these little like solder heat shrinks. So it's all connected. They're nice and sealed so no water can get in them. And now I just gotta wrap them to make sure they all stay together. But I just wanted to make sure the headlights were working before that. Looks like we're good. Since we finished getting all the parts off of this car, we brought it back to its resting place.
Yes.
Tony's house, so he can have it stored here on the side of the house and use it for parts, for whatever else he might need. I think he's got some extra mods that he has on the car that he wants to do later on. Like he's got some seat rails from an MX, which make the factory seats an inch lower, which is one of the things he could do later on. And pretty much, I think we got all of it else, you know, all of the other things swapped over. There's not a lot of that he can save. We still got the JDM front bumper, but we need the crash bar. It's got the JDM bumper right there, so that'll be installed later on. But for now, we'll get this out of the shop and back to its resting place.